Hey people, Prexum in here, doing an update on Minibike. I'm doing some work on it today. Today's Memorial Day. Nice sunny and hot. Bees are out, buzzing around, doing flybys on me. Show you what I got. I got it mocked up, sitting on the table right now. Show you what I'm doing right now. I'm doing down bars. Going to give it a chin. Start right here, and it's going to come follow the wheel, and then it's going to go in towards the engine plate. Then for support, right above it, it's going to attach to these two, and then straight to it. Mock it up. I'll maybe shoot a couple videos of me bending the bars. Pretty neat how I do that. Till then, bye. Okay, I'm back. I got the down tubes bent and tacked together. I got this piece made first. It's going to fit in there. It's going to attach to the bottom shock mount under there. Then it's going to come up, attach to the handlebar neck. And this piece here is for support. It's going to attach here and then to the engine plate. Tried shooting videos of me bending this bar, but the other camcorder I was using gave out, so there's another part where I have to bend more bar to support this swing arm here. It's twisting. I'll use a different camcorder for that. Show you how I do the bending. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to support this. Like I said before, it twists a little bit, so I'm going to add another piece of rebar. It's going to go inside in between these two, come across here, and then over to the other side. I need to cut the part out and then bend it. I'll show you how to do that. First, it's 3.5 inches. 7 inches, 3.5 inches, all that added together is 14 inches. I'll set the camera down and chop it, bend it, and show you how I bend them. Put 3 marks on the bar. This is your center. 7 inches wide. So it's 3.5 inches, 3.5 inches. You always want to make room for your bends. Otherwise, if you start bending here, the bar will be too long and it'll be sticking out of the swing arm. So when I start bending it, I'm actually going to have the pole all the way up to here. I slide a pole down for leverage, and I bend it. Makes it easier. Okay, I got the first 90 done. Rebar bends pretty good. No cracking. The cracking usually starts when you bend it back. You only got one shot at this, so you better know what you're doing, otherwise you'll be wasting a lot of it. Show you how to do the next one. It's almost perfect. Be better to fine tune it when you got it all bent and you're setting it in place. So I'll do the other part. There you go. 290s, I'll probably end up tapping this back just a hair. There you go, I got the horseshoe made. Came out pretty good. 290s. So I give it some extra support. Set it in place. Fits in place pretty good. You see the mark is right there. It's just off center. I'm only off by a little bit, but it'll work for what I got planned. Just basically giving it more support, keep it from twisting. So, tie bend the tubes. Okay, I got the piece all bent up. I'll give you a close-up view of exactly how I did this. I'll show you my setup. This is basically a steel pole that I planted in the ground. Goes down about a foot, 2 feet, concrete. There's 2 hooks on here. It used to be used for a clothesline in the back. I pulled it out of the ground and used it for something else. So it's got 2 hooks on there. These hooks are pretty strong. I basically stick the bar in there and just bend it. Goes in here like this. These hooks are pretty strong, like 1/2 inch thick steel hooks. And then when I bend it, I use this pole. It's a piece of black pipe, 1/2 inch. The rebar slides in the center of it, and it gives you more leverage. Got a bigger handle. So that's how I bend my pipe, or tube, or steel bar tube. Works pretty good. Been using it for a while. One thing I do want to mention again is that when you make the bends, you always take in consideration the spacing of the bends, how much space it takes for the bend to happen. These bends are free-handed. They usually are about 1 inch from one corner to the other corner in length, so you got to take that in consideration. I measured it 7 inches wide. So that would be 3.5 inches. If you notice, 3.5 inches is just outside here. Get the ruler. See where 7 inches is. Right on the edge, like 1/4 of the tubing, or I'm sorry, rebar, 1/4 part of the rebar, and then the center would be right here. So you see how much the bend actually takes up. So 3.5, 1, 2, 3. About a 1/2 inch bend from start to finish, 3/4. Well, that's how I bend the steel bar. Hey, I'm back. Almost the end of the day, and I finished what I plan on doing. I'll show you the chin part of the bike and the supports I made for the down bars. I even reinforced the back swing arm, and I finished off the suspension. I'll demonstrate that. Let me show you. So there's the chin and support bar right here. This is the support bar for the handlebars, and then the swing arm. There's the support bracket there. Works pretty good. It's pretty solid. I was standing on it, and the whole bike seems solid. No flex whatsoever. Here's the suspension. This is part of the suspension. Swing arm here, and you got the shock underneath. See the shock hanging, it's bolted into place. I'll show you how it works. I'll set the camera down and jump on it. Get a good shot of it.
That's awesome. Oh, I didn't even see the strut up under there.
Yeah. Goes all the way up to here. Oh, goes up.
Oh.
Stand on.
That ain't going nowhere.
Hey people, Frank's man here. It's the end of the day. Been working on this thing all day in the hot sun. I'm fried. Show you what I got done. I got the foot pegs on both sides. I got the chin done on the down bars, the support for the handlebars. It's the other support for the pegs, triangulated supports. They're pretty solid. Finished up the suspension. Show you how it works. We got the swing arm. Then this is part of the suspension. It just bolts onto the swing arm. You got one pivot up here. It comes down. And you can see the other pivot here. I'll move it to show how it works. About 2 1/4 inches of movement. The shock compresses about 2 inches, so it's plenty of movement. Bolts right up in there. Thing works. It'll hold my weight. The only thing left now would be I gotta put a seat on it, and then a kickstand, and the framework will pretty much be done. Back up. Handlebars are on there. Side view, front view. See how far the pegs stick out? They look like little wings. So I'm done for the night. Rate the video. Leave a comment if you like. Like it, hate it. So, I'm Pranks the Man. Bye.